wanted to say thank you to everybody who has supported me over the last 2-3 weeks. Things have seemed to have settled. I've managed to come to some sort of agreement with the mortgage company, and so it seems obviously a lot less stressful than it was a few days ago. The support I've had, and like I've said before in the previous videos, is just phenomenal, and I can't thank those people enough who have messaged me and who have made a difference to keeping me going, because I just didn't see a way out. I didn't see the solution. I knew there could be, but I just wanted to end the that situation, let's just say. And without people's absolute amazing commitment to keeping me going, is I can't thank these people enough. It's those people who I've spoken to over the last, as I say, 2-3 weeks through texts and messages. Thank you so much. And going forward, it's just very clear of those people who I can rely on. I have been people, that I thought, might have, got in contact but didn't. And I find that very disappointing. But I don't want to be too negative, because, again, I've known these people for a long, long time, and I know that I can rely on them. And I think I said previously in my other video that there's always a solution. I had to keep saying that to myself. There's always a solution. And it felt like the whole sky had come crashing down. There was no moving forward. And I think, again, suffering from the depression, the anxiety side of things, when you have and you face that sort of thing, it is horrible. I can't, unless you've experienced it, is just the worst feeling ever. You just think, that's it, my life is over. And I know that might sound dramatic to a lot of people. It might sound melodramatic as well. It might be sounding like you're making some sort of drama. It isn't. It's absolutely 100% real. And yeah, and like I said as well, previous video about asking for help, I think it's just important just to one of the things as well is to keep in contact with people. It's just to send them a message just saying, if you want to chat, here I am, that sort of thing. And that I've done that for other people, and people have done that for me. And again, that's so invaluable that that even if you're feeling just absolutely the rock bottom, you just reach out to somebody, whatever time it is. It's, as I say, I'd rather have people coming and chatting to me about things, if they felt that they were, alone, or they felt, that they were a bit lost, or whatever the reason is. And even when you're coping with the mental unwell part of your life. And I remember saying to myself, I'm not well. This is it will pass, and it has. It hasn't gone 100%, but it will pass. And being completely and utterly exhausted by the situation, because last night I slept like a log, because it was the first time I felt I could breathe out and not, I wouldn't say relax, but because the last few weeks I've been waking up with absolutely horrendous anxiety and going to bed and trying to trying to stop the thoughts of going around it's as if how horrible it is, and it's just not as easy just to say, oh well, I'll think about it tomorrow. And I think about the people who are really suffering as well, as well as I have done, in that sort of mental anguish. People who have reached out and given me support. People who live not just in this country, all over the world, and they've messaged me. People who I've known for plus 30 years. It's been noted that that you've helped more than you'll ever know. Moving forward in the next month or so, things will be in place that I can sort things out, and I tend to start investing in bits and bobs of the house. Things need repairing, stuff that I've not been able to do, and I might go away for a couple of days. Maybe the Lake District or something like that. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. I've got plans of just going away just for a couple of days. So I haven't been away, like on holiday for years. And the last time I can't remember, but I think the last time I went away was Austria, the end of 2019, I think it was. Somebody might correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that was the last time. And fighting with the arrears on the mortgage when I was working, the money went to that. I didn't have any additional sort of funds to go off and do whatever. But definitely, even if it's 2 days, I don't think I could spend any longer away. I mean, I remember 2017, I think I was away for something like 4 or 5 days, and that was enough for me. I couldn't cope with being away from the house, away from my home. I was talking this afternoon about how I miss my grandparents, and my grandparents have been dead for well over 3 decades. I mean, it's like 30 something years, and I think it's over 40 years since my grandfather died. And I was 45 when I lost, I'd lost both of my parents by then, and I keep saying to people, just be grateful that you still have these people in your life, whoever it's just one or two, appreciate them, because it's important. I knew I did in the last few years of Mum's life. It certainly made it, things easier by appreciating what I had. When you have little family, it does become a bit that feeling, oh well, I think I'm on my own now. But as I've said before, my friends have been amazing, and I do count them as my family, and they see me as that as well. And I think to have that is priceless. You can't buy friends. I mean, you could, people do, become popular if they've got tons and millions of amounts of money, and that sort of thing, things, the hangers on and stuff. But that's not the case. It's just to have somebody who's a loyal friend or friends, that doesn't bail the minute, the shit hits the fan, if something slightly goes wrong. I've had friends who, if it's got a little bit stressful or something's gone wrong, maybe in their lives or mine, that they've just walked away. And it's like, that's not what friends are for. Those, proper friends, which I realize what I have, is those people who will stick with you. And I'll stick with those people who, who have gone through such really bad times, really awful sort of situations. And you stick with them because you love them and you want them to be in your life. And that's what a friend means. A proper friend is somebody who just doesn't run away at the sign of a little bit of stress. And that's what, having good friends really means to me. And that's priceless. As I say, I can't, 40 years I've had some of my friends, and they've been, yeah. But I just wanted to say thank you again to those people.